We are wrestling. We are wrestling.
Don, D-O-N?
Yeah, got it.
Make sure to subscribe, baby.
We are wrestling.
What is going on? We are wrestling maniacs out there worldwide. I'm the host with the most, the best one, Donnie, here with...
What is going on, everybody? Danny Huckins here, man. 1/3 of We Are Wrestling. We got the band back together after a little bit with Ben's schedule. Ben, what is going on, man? Welcome back to the show.
What's going on? We are Wrestling Maniacs Worldwide. Ben here, 1/3. It has been very strange not being here every week with you guys. But, like Dan just said, the band is back together for the podcast. So, without further ado, before we get into what we're going to do, Don, what does everybody have to do?
Well, if you're not a We Are Wrestling Maniac yet already, and you're not a part of the thousands of subscribers, the best way to support us is by hitting that subscribe button now, turning on the post notifications, videos be coming out of nowhere like an RKO, and of course, you already know, the grind is real. And we are 1 week away from Crown Jewel.
Yep.
And normally we usually do our predictions a few days before Crown Jewel, but we have the band back together, and we figured, why not, do this predictions now? To get this out a week, before the show, because in case you guys, anything can happen in that time.
And in between the week, obviously, like, if something happens, we always try to kind of, even if we have, like, opposing schedules, we try to send each other some videos to kind of cover everything in the bases,
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, and pretty much that's like what we're going to be doing, guys, moving forward with the We Are Wrestling Maniacs, because Ben, in case you guys don't know, he has been, working overnight shifts now, so, like, his schedule's been kind of different. So what we're going to be doing is, with extras and stuff, we're going to try to get Ben's, to send us videos before, we, make the videos, so that we can get his take on the extras with us.
Absolutely.
But are you guys ready to do some Crown Jewel predictions?
Why not, man? Let's go. Let's get it.
All right, I say we start this off with the Raw Women's Championship. We have Bianca Belair defending the title against Bayley.
Dan, go ahead.
When it comes to this match, you guys know I've been very critical on whether Bayley should win the title or not. Just because, like, it has nothing against her. I like Bayley. I like Damage Control. I like what they're doing.
Of course.
I just don't want her to be a transitional champion. I don't want her to, have this big moment and then have it get stolen when who shows up. And we don't know when. We don't know when. We don't know when Charlotte's going to be showing up. We don't know what brand she's going to be showing up to. So that's why I'm very, very, very concerned.
I'm so scared. I'm so scared.
When Bayley wins the title, I want her to have a good, lengthy run. I don't want her to win it and then, a month later drop it because Charlotte Flair is back in the company.
She's going to go to SmackDown, I hope.
All right.
So.
It's been a while since I've had to give my thoughts on some of this stuff. Obviously, I just like everybody else, I would love to see Bayley as a champion. But like Dan said, I don't want to see Bayley as a transitional champion. However, I don't see that happening, especially when they're trying to make Damage Control a bigger thing. And they're trying to really push them as a dominant stable, which is honestly working. I've been pretty invested in everything that they've been doing. I think that it's a brilliant move. I think that their reintroduction has been great. And they've been doing really, really good stuff with them, so far. I would love to see Bayley also, again, be champion with them because, again, it would also solidify the dominance of the stable. But it does have that arising question of when Voldemort does return and all that shit. And I am scared because no matter what, nobody will get off of Ric Flair's dick. Nobody. It's like, it's just because he's Ric Flair, everybody just is like, we need to push everything Ric Flair, including his fucking daughter, who is like already proved everything she needs to fucking prove. She could honestly skedaddle and go to fucking AEW, honestly. And that's my hot take on that whole shit and shebang. But I'm scared when it comes to Charlotte Flair. I think, again, I stand by everything I've said before. I think she's one of the most talented to do it, even though she didn't want to do it, wasn't really going to do this in the first place. But, it is what it is. She worked for it. But I am done with Charlotte Flair like a lot of you guys are. So
Look,
I would rather Bianca transition it to Charlotte and then have Bailey take it right off of Charlotte to make it a little bit more believable and sell better and to have it fit better for the audience and a little bit more relief. But then again, that'd be two clashing heels, so I don't know.
You know what I was thinking about the other day? Because I was thinking about it, with Damage Control being tag team champions and stuff. What if we had a War Games match? Now, hear me out. All right. We have Damage Control taking on Bianca and two partners of her choice. Tag team titles are on the line. Raw Women's Championship is on the line. War Games match. And the
War
winner...
Games is 4-on-4.
That's something I would see rather at WrestleMania. I would rather see something like that on WrestleMania. If everything's on the line, it should be at a blockbuster show like that. I mean, I do understand, a Survivor Series being one of the big four, but at the same time, I would rather see that at the headline of all wrestling shows. 100%.
And we need time. We need time to
for that to build
of group to go against Damage Control. You can't just
Absolutely.
throw somebody like random women in there.
Yeah, you need somebody that's
but the
solidified.
thing is, it doesn't matter who Bianca's partner is because Bailey would end up winning. Meaning Damage Control would have the tag titles.
But you would still want that juicy feud, like you would want that juicy rivalry, especially building into a show, such as WrestleMania.
I feel like that's something that we'll get when Becky comes back.
Yeah,
Becky
but
did sort of leave,
yeah,
because of Bailey.
But before we get further into that conversation, Don, what's your whole view on all of this?
All right, so first off, about Charlotte Flair, I respect why she got into the business. It was because her brother, Reed, he died young, and he was actually trying to become a professional wrestler. So that's one thing I do want to throw out there. I hate on Charlotte Flair a lot, but I do respect why she got into the business. But am I a fan of the way they book her? Absolutely not.
Yeah, they definitely powerhouse her.
I gotta say, Damage Control, I'm enjoying everything that they're doing with this group. I do like Sky and Dakota together as a team, Io and Dakota. I think they make a great tag team. And I think we need more legitimate women tag teams. And I hope with WWE bringing back Emma and bringing back, Chelsea Green, which the reports, I covered.
Man, that's going to be so exciting because what's going to happen next, but that's another discussion for another time.
But I want more, if they're going to bring in more women back to the company, let's get some tag teams up in there. If they're going to bring Chelsea Green, you might as well bring Deanna back. They've been doing a great tag team run in Impact right now. But that's what I mean. We need some tag teams to go against Sky and Dakota. But now,
that's exciting.
Here's why I want Bailey to win this match. Because Bianca, she's had a great run with the title, and I don't want Charlotte to go after Bailey. Let her do a program with somebody else. Bailey needs to have the title run because we have, the women tag titles on Dakota and Io. And Bailey being the champion, we can really give them a dominant push. The only thing I don't like about Damage Control is their fucking theme song. Horrible.
Yeah.
Before not to cut you off, Dan, but just before I forget, I think the all around thing that I guess is repeating in my head right now about this whole situation is I don't want to see Bianca become another Charlotte with extreme fatigue of her being in the title picture constantly. I do want her to have more of not really necessarily a mid card feud, but more of a blockbuster feud, something that we really want to see. I want to see her take on the likes of somebody like Jade Cargill. I'd want to see a big match between two Goliath women.
I'm gonna add something to that.
So that's basically how I see it. But go ahead, man.
Yeah. So that's the thing with Bianca, and this is why I gotta say Triple H. The man's brilliant.
Fantastic.
Here's why I'm saying he's brilliant. Because, yes, a lot of people probably are like, oh, Emma's back? Okay, cool. But, you have to think about it from...
Bigger picture, man.
Triple H's perspective and the bigger picture, like you said, Ben.
Mm-hmm.
The more depth they add to their division, the more other programs we can get that are not for the women's championship.
Exactly,
and we
just
can eventually
general
get maybe
feuds.
A mid-card title. for the women's division because we have some very solid, wrestlers in this division. And Bianca doesn't have to go for the title necessarily. She can have a feud with Emma or something.
My thing is, now correct me if I'm wrong, because I could be wrong on this. I don't, make it a point to know everything about fucking Charlotte Flair. Bianca Belair is the only champion that she's never had somewhat of a feud with. That's what makes me think that she's going to come back and feud with Bianca because we've seen
And it makes
Ronda,
sense, man.
We've seen Ronda and Charlotte before.
It makes sense, man. Exactly,
Yeah,
and
again,
I think it would. I think it would add. Oh shit, Don just had a fucking switch in his head. What's up, man?
Yes, I did. The switch just turned on.
What's up, man?
Here's who I think Charlotte should feud with. Because right now we have a feud going on with Sonya Deville and Liv Morgan.
Okay.
Let that feud. Once that feud ends, maybe at like Survivor Series, you can have them do like a kickoff match or something. I don't know. Charlotte and Liv Morgan, and it's not for a title. Something different. Charlotte's always going for the title. Let's do something different. They've built Liv up, and
they really
Charlotte's
have
a
in
big
a very
name.
interesting way.
That's
but
money on the
is,
table,
bro. It's Charlotte Flair. They're gonna put a title on her. Believe it or not, there's people that like Charlotte as champion.
Let's give us a women's mid-card title, and she can have that.
I do really want the women to have more diverse titles, like a couple mid card titles and like a bigger. And that's something that I'm really appreciative when it comes to Triple H. Is he really is expanding the division, which they are so needing for because the women's division specifically is severely lacking. So the fact that he is refilling the roster, rehiring a bunch of these valuable players, and then new talent as well from the indies and such. It's amazing. Triple H's era is undoubtedly the closest we're going to ever get back to, like, Ruthless Aggression 2.0 and actually have it make sense and work organically. So, bravo to Triple H. I think that's just going to be, this whole year of 2022 is probably just going to be Triple H appreciation year.
Yes. So now, who do we have winning this match?
I'm going to go with Bianca for everything that we stated.
I gotta go with Bianca. Like if she does drop the title to Bayley,
I just don't want to be transitional.
You have to think how many people are gonna watch the show as opposed to not watching it. Like you, not everybody's gonna watch the show. Nobody, there's a lot of people that don't agree with WWE's partnership with Saudi Arabia. So I wouldn't have her drop the title at this show. Maybe Survivor Series, maybe the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
The WWE partnership. I just want to say something about that.
Go ahead, man.
At first, there was, a lot of controversy, and there still is with, the relationship with, Saudi Arabia and WWE. But we got to admit, it has gotten a little bit better. Like, we really do have to sit back and really think, because before, women could not perform in Saudi Arabia. At least they got a platform to now perform. Things are, and
they really genuinely
there,
enjoy it, and they enjoy the product.
I used to be like on your side, Danny, with this, but there are some pros that I feel like a lot of people aren't talking about with this because we now get women matches in Saudi Arabia. They can't wear the full gear that they usually wear, but we still get them.
Man, I gotta keep it quiet a little bit, baby.
I'm a content creator. I, watch the show to make content on it, obviously.
Please be quiet a little bit, honey.
My disagreement
I love you.
with WWE's partnership with Saudi Arabia has absolutely nothing to do with pro wrestling. There's, I don't want to get into it because
it's very controversial.
That kind of platform or whatever.
Yeah, you got your beliefs, man. I respect that.
Yeah.
Everybody does, but I got Bayley winning the championship. Probably won't happen, but yeah.
I wouldn't.
But
like I said, if it happens,
stand up for what you believe in, fam.
I would not do it at this show because there's a lot of people that don't.
That would be a very ballsy move for them to do it at this show. But the thing is, though, if they did, I would bite only because I would want to see how, what the next step is and where they're going to go with it.
Yes, here's what I want. All right, I want Bayley to get the championship, and it's time to put a rocket ship right on Damage Control and see how far they go. Moving on now
I do like them as tag team champions.
Moving on now to our next match of Crown Jewel. We have a banger here. We got Brock Lesnar versus Bobby Lashley 2.
Oh man, this is gonna be fucking. This should honestly be fucking Brock Lesnar versus Bobby Lashley 1 because this is like an actual match where
I
he's
can't
not injured or
remember.
trying to fucking do an angle where he has to be off television. Like this is an actual fucking match. So this should just be Bobby Lashley versus fucking Brock Lesnar. Um, yeah, this is exciting because this is two stacked literal Goliaths going back and forth with each other that have both dabbled in the UFC and like mixed martial arts, and it's gonna be a heavy hitter match, dude. Like this is gonna be one to really
And
tune
they both
into.
have
And they're
great
both,
amateur wrestling
dude,
background.
yeah, dude, and they're both big, but they're both agile fucking monsters, bro. Like you have the abominable snowman and fucking Bigfoot going at it, dude. Like it's nuts. It's
I love that
fucking
hot
nuts,
take.
bro.
I love that.
Like I'm so excited to just see both of these dudes just tear each other the fuck apart. So honestly, if I have to, I can't even really make a prediction on it. I have to just praise this match because I'm okay with either outcome as long as they give me a really good match, which I'm really genuinely expecting out of this is a really fucking good match. So I don't care
Yeah.
who wins. This is just entertaining, and I'm gonna fucking stuff my face with joy and popcorn.
Part of me doesn't think this match is going to steal the show. It's not going to be like a game changer by any means.
It's gonna be
But
fun
it
as
is-
fuck,
It
though.
has the
It's going
potential
to
of
be
being,
fun,
we're in Saudi
and
Arabia.
it's gonna be
They love this
great.
shit.
It's going to be great
This could
to
be
see
a steal,
Brock
this could
Lesnar
be
in a
stealing
ring
match.
without Roman Reigns being across the ring from him.
Or a title. Or a title. It's just about sending a message. And I
You know
love it.
something?
I love it.
I got something here. This is going to be one of Brock Lesnar's best matches in this run that he's had as a face. This is going
Absolutely.
to be a good one with him and Lashley.
Bro,
Here's my
fucking
con
facts.
about this. And it's not the fact of the match.
Yeah.
The build. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I was happy when Brock came back, but
Yeah.
the build for me was, you know.
Well, you
think
also have
about-
to look at the
Shouldn't
timing of
Lashley-
it,
no,
too.
okay,
It's
but
been...
shouldn't Lashley go after Brock for what happened? It shouldn't be the other way around. Because Brock
Yeah.
because Lashley got hurt in the cell.
Yeah,
Injured
but the
from
thing
Brock.
is, yep. And like this is kind of long-term booking when you really think about it. And I love
Yeah.
like you have to look at everything that happened because of Brock Lesnar attacking Bobby Lashley. He dropped the U.S. title, which is very believable. To somebody
Especially
like Seth
on a
Rollins.
Raw. That's ballsy, especially on a fucking Raw, bro. Like, not a lot of championships really like change hands on a Raw unless it's like the women's tag team championships or the 24/7 title, which is thankfully retired.
Rest in peace.
However, I don't think it's fair that they kind of like, buried Dana Brooke on commentary because regardless of, what gimmick she's been thrown at, she's another one of those people that are a fucking champ and do what they're told, but she is genuinely talented and I feel so fucking horrible for her because she
She
deserves
needs
so
to be
much
in a
more.
tag team with someone.
That or genuinely she could honestly carry it on her own, dude. She's fucking
NXT.
talented, dude. Yeah, dude, she's fucking talented. But anyways, that's a story for another time,
Yes.
but
But here's
yeah.
the thing, too. I don't like Bobby Lashley as a face. I don't
I
really
do.
like it. I like him as a heel.
I love him as a fucking face, man.
I miss the Hurt Business.
It is kind of well, yeah. They
Same.
broke her business up. That was
Way
Vince
too
McMahon's
fucking
move.
soon. He needs to bring it back.
Even Lashley tried that.
Is
even
Cedric
Lashley
is
tried to
Cedric,
get them back together.
is Cedric Alexander still a part of the roster?
Yeah, I
he
think he's
wrestles on
injured.
main event, I think, in live events.
Yeah, apparently Tommaso got injured too at some point and had to get surgery, and nobody fucking knew until he was like, "Yeah, guys, got surgery." I'm like, "Wait, what? That's where you've been? Did you tear your fucking pec too while you were training?"
That's
But
what
do not
happens
get me
when-
wrong. I'm very excited for this match. I did love their match
Same.
at the Rumble. And now, who do you guys have winning this match?
Oh, I got.
Like I said, man, I'm happy either or. I want to say Lashley because he needs that kind of dub and he needs that kind of notoriety in his career because Brock Lesnar ain't no fucking easy feat. And if Brock wants to work with you, he sees something in you. So I think genuinely, again, this is going to be a heavy hitter match, and I'm happy either way because the whole fucking crowd's going to explode.
I don't know why, but I want to
don't
say
know who.
that I want to say that Lesnar and Lashley have had
You know what?
some kind of run-in when they were in like
Fuck it.
college or something.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna go with Lashley. I'm gonna be the odd one out, and I'm gonna say, you know what? I'm gonna give it to my boy Lashley. I'm gonna give it to Lashley. He really. I'm gonna go a ballsy route and say Lashley. I'm gonna support my boy, man. Let's go. The almighty era has begun all over again. Let's
Ballsy
go.
move, bro.
Here's what I think
I'm
is
gonna
going to
take it.
happen.
I'm gonna take
We
it.
are going to have a great match. I think it's going to be 15, 20 minutes.
Ooh,
And
yes.
I think
Give it to
that
me.
Lashley's almost going to win. Lesnar gets the victory. And
Something's
I
gonna
think
happen.
Lashley should win this match, though, but it's going to be probably Lesnar.
Yeah, well, let's see how creative Triple H gets in this one.
My only thing is, now that I'm thinking of it, I do expect Lesnar to win because it's fucking Brock Lesnar. But what does he do after this?
He does not lose often.
Roman still has both the titles. It's not like
I know what he does after this.
feud with somebody else. What?
So, what's going to happen after this? He probably will still have his eyes set on Bloodline.
I want him to
And
fucking go against
what's
Bray
going
Wyatt.
to happen is Brock is going to enter the Rumble, probably. And
And
then
get
eliminated
somebody
by
Drew
is going to
McIntyre.
eliminate him, and it's going to be a heel.
2020 Part 2.
He's going to get eliminated, and
Immediately.
you're going to get a feud with Brock versus whoever eliminates him, which will probably be a heel.
Probably.
I could see, you want to know who I could see eliminating Brock?
Cody Rhodes.
Or screwing Brock out of a match with Roman?
What?
Karrion Kross.
Yes, dude.
Cross versus Lesnar for Mania.
Oh my god, dude. I would fucking be all over that. But here's
Bro,
the
this
thing, though.
WrestleMania is gonna
Here's
be
the thing,
lit.
though. If they were gonna go Brock versus Cross at Mania, I would want Cross to genuinely get a little bit more shredded. Like, I'd want him to go back to the factory and shred and chisel himself out a little bit more, and also put on a little bit more muscle and focus on some of that agility. Because
I
if he
don't
can
know.
do that, he can
Man, I
fucking
could see
stand tap to
Cross
tap with
being the
fucking
one.
Brock.
I could see Cross screwing Lesnar somehow, and that's where Brock doesn't focus
Dude,
on Roman.
I
and
hope he
focuses on Cross.
I hope he
It makes
fucking
sense.
ambushes him and knocks him the fuck out from behind like he did to Drew. Like, I
As we all
hope he
know,
fucking...
Survivor Series is where Drew versus Cross will end. It'll be at
Yep.
Survivor Series, probably. They're
Yeah.
going to have this cage match, and then they're going to have one more at Survivor Series. And then somehow, some way, Cross will screw Lesnar out of, the title or something. I don't know.
Baby.
We'll have to wait and see. Moving
Who
on
you
now
got?
to our next...
Who you got? You never said who you got.
Oh,
You said
shit.
Lashley. You said
I did,
Lesnar,
I
rather.
did.
Okay, continue.
All right, so moving forward now to our next match, we have a 6-man tag match. We have the OC versus Judgment Day.
Let's go.
I just want to sit here and take
He's
a
going to
moment
elaborate about Carl Anderson in New Japan. Let's go.
and appreciate. No, we'll get to that at some point. I just want to sit here and appreciate
3-minute warning.
how amazing the transition has been from Dominic teaming with his dad to Judgment Day. I mean, the dude fits right the fuck in, bro.
I don't know why
He
people
really
are
does.
criticizing it. I like it. I love Dominic's work right now. This is
It's
some of the
because
best
he
work he's
turned
done.
his back on his dad.
Besides
Who's
being a
critici-
kid in the Eddie
Why?
Guerrero
Who's
and Bray
criticizing him?
match.
Who's
Marks.
criticizing him? Well, yeah.
Marks. Rey
I haven't heard
Mysterio
anybody
Marks.
criticize him, to be honest.
That's all I
mean,
fucking see in the
been seeing-
Instagram comments.
That's all
You
I
see,
see.
this
Fucking
is-
tear his ass apart.
Dominic's cringy. Oh, this and that. He's not
I
a
will
good
say-
wrestler.
You realize
I
that that's
will
what the whole
say-
fucking point is, right?
His promo skills and his mic skills
They're getting
fucking
better.
horrendous.
But they're getting better,
but
especially
he's
him as a heel. He's
still
getting
bad.
better.
I
He's
think-
showing more personality as a
I
heel.
think Rhea
though.
needs to do all the talking for him, though.
No.
He needs a lot of
my
work.
fucking
promo.
God.
He's got heat. He's
Rhea's
got
pin
legitimate
though.
heat. You
Ugh.
can't teach that.
Rhea's pin though. Ugh.
Bro, anybody can fucking
Yes.
say fucking horrendous
Yes.
shit and fucking get booed.
I'm so excited to see that live.
Dominic's killing it, man, I think.
Yeah,
He just has to get more. I think what he needs to do is he needs to get some more muscle on him. And he needs to, definitely get better
But this,
in the ring.
this is what I'm talking about, man. Dominic
That's the
is
only
like
two
carving.
things.
Dominic is carving out his own legacy for himself. He doesn't want to just be like, oh, that's Rey Mysterio's kid. That's Charlotte Flair's entire kid.
I have to
Oh.
agree with you there.
That's Ric Flair's
no, I
kid.
agree
That's
with
Ric
that,
Flair's
too.
kid. Everything from the
Let's
robe,
fucking
everything from the
go.
music. Like,
Speak
I
it,
love
Danny.
that. I love that Dominic
Preach
is
the
carving his-
gospel.
I love
Spread
that.
the gospel.
Dominic is sort of, separating himself from his dad and
Lord
making his
hallelujah.
own legacy. I appreciate that.
Give it to me, boy. Yeah. Hell
I gotta
yeah.
say, I love also
Hell
Finn
yeah.
Balor's transformation. Too.
His heel work on Judgment
It's
Day is
amazing.
fucking great. Yeah,
That
Finn
fixed
motherfucker
Balor's
eats a
MVP.
shit ton of McDonald's.
Triple
How
H
he's
fixed
shredded,
Vince
I have no
McMahon's
idea.
problem.
He's saying that man eats a shit ton of McDonald's. I don't know how the fuck he's shredded, dude. That's a blessing. That dude must do ab day must be every day for
He
him.
says every day when he gets home, he fucking orders DoorDash at night. He has fucking like 4 burgers. He has fucking like 3 French fries. He has fucking a large Coke.
His
He has a
bowels
fucking
movements must be
McFlurry.
fucking incredible.
Bro, there's a. I'm
This
telling
dude
you.
fucking probably just bags McDonald's all fucking night, takes a massive dump before his workout, fucking shits again after his workout, and then goes and fucking runs his match, and then goes home and fucking eats McDonald's. Like, that is probably his fucking entire schedule right there.
It's fucking nuts, bro.
His
His
protein
workouts
shake
are
is just a
crazy.
blended up McDouble. That's all it is. It's
say
a
the dude
blended
is-
McDouble.
You can't say the dude is fat because that dude is shredded like a motherfucker.
Dude, nobody can say Finn Balor is fat. I couldn't imagine Mr. Fergal being a fucking fat dude. There is no way. No way.
Okay, so
but yeah,
with
next
this
match, man.
I gotta say, I love the way that they've done this storyline. I'm enjoying this. I like the OC being back, his faces, and I think that this is going to be a great
It's interesting.
6-man match. It's going to be a fun one.
I think I think it's gonna be fun. It's definitely gonna be like their really good first big match since being back, and it's gonna really showcase what they can all do as a trifecta. So it's a good match for everybody kind of involved because it's showing the strong points of each team and how well they can work together. Stable against stable. So
Should I
it's very
elaborate on
exciting.
this whole New Japan thing since we're talking about the OC? And
Yeah, might as well. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Here,
go ahead.
Here, you
All right,
can,
so-
here, you can get the solo.
With New Japan, I'm on the big screen now. With New Japan, they book their shows, months ahead of time.
Yeah.
They're notorious for long-term booking. So they've had Carl Anderson defending the title that he has. I can't remember the name of it. It's like the something weight title. I can't remember the name of it. I don't watch New Japan.
Never wait.
Never weight title. They had a schedule for him to defend it that day of the show, the day of Crown Jewel, for like a month or 2 months, whenever it was that he won the title. And WWE just pretty much overbooked him, so he is not able to go to Japan and defend the title. So New Japan is thinking about stripping him of the title. So
That's
there's
fair.
a big controversy surrounding that. I just don't think that's the right way to do business. You could have easily had this match.
See,
Whether save it for Survivor Series or even do it on Monday Night Raw.
See.
This match
No,
means
you can't
nothing.
You can't do that. Survivor
This is-
Series. You already have war games happening. Probably
That's
2
what I'm
war
saying.
Games,
You
so
see,
you can't have a 6-man tag
here's the
match
thing.
on top
I
of
have
war
to
games.
I have to go with Danny on this one. I have to go with him on this one. They could have booked it for Survivor Series for Judgment Day versus fucking
In
OC.
war games, they could.
War Games is going to be made up of somebody else. I hate to tell you, it's going to be
Yeah, no,
all
it's
of
going to be.
Bloodline, but it's not going to be fucking Judgment Day. It's likely going to be Colt and Wyndham. It's likely going to be the Wyatt Six. And I'm cool with
Are you
that.
sure? They're slowly building it, man. I don't know.
We
I
still
think
have
I think
time.
it's gonna be the Bloodline. I think.
Who knows? I said Bloodline versus Wyatt Six.
Ooh.
But I'm gonna say this right now. I could see that 6-man tag happening, so there's no reason why it had to happen at Crown Jewel, and it's too soon. So I think there is definitely a conflict of interest there, and it unfortunately highlights what business and money can do to an individual, and it kind of exposed Carl Anderson because it just shows that it's like, oh, they're paying me so much more, so realistically, I don't need this other company, even though he would be nothing without New Japan, considering New Japan is what made Carl Anderson.
Here's the
So
thing.
it is a little fucked, man. So I'm gonna have to agree to disagree and go with Danny on this one.
No,
This
I
could have
get
been a
that, I get
solid
that, but
main
if he's
event for
the
Monday Night Raw or something.
Look,
It could have
he's
been a
Exactly.
solid main event.
Okay, he's the never champ. Why the hell are you holding a New Japan title and then you sign a WWE contract? I'm sorry, but that's New Japan's
I don't
fault.
think they did
should
sign
have
a
had him
contract
drop
yet.
the title beforehand.
I think it was a last minute thing,
Yeah.
bro. It wasn't that
I don't
long
think
ago
they're
that they got
signed. I think they're still free agents. I know that
I
they're
don't
back,
know.
but I still think that they're like doing
No,
something
usually-
short term.
Usually
right
you
now.
get signed to a deal if you're going to be on WWE TV.
Maybe.
because they
Who
like
knows?
to have the insurances. But I do think it's a little messed up,
I don't know. They should have figured out a way to drop
I
the
think it's
title
messed up because
regardless.
Carl has not reached out to them. Like, that is what's messed up about it, is like you could take
Yeah.
time, an hour, or whatever you need to make that call, especially when you're representing them as a champion. Like, you need to make that call. The fact that you haven't yet and they had to make a public statement is fucked.
Yeah.
So I'm
Like,
Right
going with
now,
Danny.
WWE storyline wise,
I originally.
I'm looking at this from the WWE storyline perspectives. All right.
I get it.
I think that the 6-man tag match, I think this is a good time to have it because then you have more time to build Baylor and Styles for a banger match at Survivor Series.
Yeah,
That's where they're going.
that is fine. That is fine. Absolutely, 100%.
But I do agree with
go
what you're
for
saying,
it.
though, with Carl Anderson.
I just feel like, there's a certain way to conduct yourself when it comes to business. I mean, Carl Anderson, when WWE fired his ass, where'd he go? He went to Impact, he went to New Japan. These guys actually, stuck out their neck and gave this guy a fucking job. And then he goes and fucks them over by doing stupid shit like this. There's ways to do business, and then there's ways to not do business.
My God,
And I
this
just
guy
think this
came
is
swinging today, Dan.
I
I
just
gotta
think
give it
this is
to you, man. He came
like,
in swinging.
I just know the kind of person I am. I don't
Yeah.
like to fuck people over. I don't like to see people get fucked over, especially if they've given you an opportunity.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
especially when WWE canned you in the first place because you were replaceable. So, man, I gotta
Just
go with you on
gotta
this
just
one.
gotta strip the title from him and move on.
Yep,
That's what I
That's
think.
what's gonna happen.
and that's
Like
gonna make him look like a pile of
if this
shit.
show
So,
if this show was not happening, or if this match was not like a last minute booking for Crown Jewel, and knowing New Japan had the show that he was supposed to compete at the same day, I would be like, okay, maybe this is a work. Maybe they're building, having some kind of a storyline or whatever that's going to be happening. But the fact that they overbooked him and WWE just threw this match on the card for the sake, there's really no big stakes on this match. You
yeah,
could have had, there would be no difference if this match was on a Monday Night Raw, to be honest with you. So
I
those are
have
my
to go with
thoughts.
Dan.
I disagree with that take there
Yeah.
because the reason why they're doing this for the pay-per-views, like if you notice Triple H with the match cards with these pay-per-views, he's like trying to diverse it. He's trying to make them different
Yeah.
for the pay-per-views, and like having Judgment Day and having the OC go against each other at this pay-per-view, this helps the morals backstage because probably Survivor Series, let's be honest, it's probably going to be Styles versus Baylor. So you're making these other guys, happy and feel important by wrestling at a pay-per-view. Because there is a difference at the end of the day fighting in front of, more, because there's more people at Saudi Arabia watching this show in this stadium than there is on a Monday Night Raw, truthfully.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, the typical wrestling fan does not watch these shows. They don't. Unless you're like,
and the typical
unless you're
wrestling
people,
fans don't watch New Japan.
yeah,
It's true.
but still,
MJF.
You guys
carries
both
them
make
all the
very.
time.
You guys definitely make both very valid, solid points.
I just like for the fact that
Agree
there
to
are going to be
disagree.
a lot of people from
Yeah,
Saudi
no,
Arabia
same
watching the
here.
show. Obviously, it's in their home country. It's the only time of the year they really get a show or whatever.
Yeah.
But like me, I don't know if Ben's gonna feel the same way. I'm not
What's
gonna
up?
feel any difference. Like they could have this show on a Monday Night Raw, and I'm gonna have the same exact feeling towards it.
Yep. I'm with you.
So those are my quick thoughts, man.
All right, so now
I
who
don't
do we
think-
got winning this match?
I'm gonna go with the OC and Styles. I think it's gonna happen, especially after that humility of fucking Gallows being put through the table by Rhea Ripley. Yeah, I think they're definitely gonna be taking
That was funny.
That was
that was
incredible.
funny.
That was fucking incredible. So yeah, and the kid is literally younger than me, and she just did that to fucking Luke Gallows. All right, so yeah, no, that was incredible to me.
Typically, I would say
awesome.
the OC
Fucking
and
excellent.
Styles, and it has no. I was not
Triple H out here taking care of his fucking children, giving them opportunities. My guy, fucking
Yeah.
incredible.
I typically would say the OC and AJ Styles would win, obviously.
Yeah,
My reasoning is definitely not because of what I was just talking about. But Judgment Day have been on a fucking roll, bro. They took out Edge. They took out fucking
Yeah.
the OC. Like you gotta admit, man, they're fucking hot.
They're
right
good, but like I said, man, they have been hot. But I think there needs to be a very screeching halt, and I think for the OC's return to look valid, they're gonna take it. I think so. I think
Unless
I'm
they
gonna
do
go with
this
them.
match
I go
here,
with Ben.
unless they do this match here, Judgment Day gets put over, and then the OC and Styles demolish them at fucking Survivor Series.
Maybe.
Survivor Series, it's AJ Styles versus Finn Balor. Because they're not going to do another 6-man match at Survivor Series because of the War Games matches that are going to happen that night.
Yeah.
What I think is going to happen, I think the OC is going to win this match, but Judgment Day is going to beat the crap out of him after the match. And then Edge comes back.
Likely.
I don't
Maybe.
think
Just to
we'll see
get
Edge
that
this
pop.
quick. I don't
No,
think we'll
not
see
this
Edge
quick. Not this quick, especially since they're building something with him and potentially Beth.
Yep,
So.
and Beth got the concerto, so obviously,
And brass
Could be in
brass
there.
knuckles to the back of the head.
That's valid.
So
Who do you got, Ben, for this one?
Oh, I already said it. OC and Styles.
Alrighty.
I gotta say, Judgment Day, man, they're hot right now, and I
I
feel
like
like
this.
it's
We
gonna.
all got different opinions with these
I feel
matches
like
for this pay-per-view. Let's
I
go.
feel like
Yeah,
I feel
man.
like Judgment Day. I feel like they're gonna build them up. That way, they can potentially feud with the Bloodline.
Yeah.
All
I can see
right,
that.
moving on now to our next match of Crown Jewel. We have this one. I really hope we can just make this quick, guys.
Yeah.
We have
Let's do it.
Braun Strowman versus
Braun Strowman.
Omos.
I
Braun
feel
Strowman.
like it's.
That's
I
it.
feel like it's gonna be Braun Strowman, man. I finally feel like
Strowman.
this is gonna be the nail in
They're gonna
Omos's coffin.
they're gonna do some big shit because they're both giants for the ring and shit like that. But I'm gonna go with fucking Braun Strowman, 100%.
You know
I have
what I'm
nothing else to
kind
say
of-
about it.
You know what I'm kind of upset that they didn't do, and I feel like it would have worked really well with this feud. If they would have had this feud happen a little while ago, whatever, leading up
Yeah.
to Crown Jewel, right? And like every week they would have like strength competitions or whatever to determine who's stronger. Remember when?
Hell yeah,
they
when
used to do that
Kanan
with-
fucking did that with the arm wrestling contest and fucking
Yep,
Mark
and
Henry and shit.
pulling
Yeah.
the fucking the truck or whatever. Like I
Mhm.
wish they would have did that.
That is the perfect time to do something like
Yeah,
that.
that's what I'm saying, man. Have
A
them
lot
do a
of times
fucking
it's
street
stupid,
fight.
but this would have been a good time to do it.
And it would have gave some entertaining segments to talk about, man. So I wish they would have.
They didn't give us anything entertainment in the storyline, which sucks.
No, it just
and a
sort
lot
of
of that
fucking
has
got
to
thrown
do with
together.
Omos, all right? And I'm going to keep this one short and sweet, all right? Braun Strowman better whoop Omos's ass in like 10 seconds, friggin' just powerbomb him 1, 2, 3. Omos is literally on the PWI friggin' top friggin' 500 worst wrestlers. He's like number 2, and like Shanky or something, whatever his name is, in AEW is number 1. But when it comes down to it, this match I really don't give a fuck about. Yes, I think they picked a good place to do this because I'm not going to be watching this, so that's a good thing. And Saudi Arabia, they love giants like this, so you're getting yourselves 2 Colossus going at it. So, yay, kudos to them. Hopefully Omos is off our TVs after this and goes back to NXT.
And I did say this, bro, when they were when word came out that Braun Strowman was going to be coming back to the company. I was like, they're going to feud him with Omos. Watch, and that's exactly what the fuck
I don't
happened.
know,
You better powerbomb him 1, 2, 3.
bro.
You
I
better
don't know
keep it
why
short and
I'm
sweet.
thinking about this, but I found it a fantastic way to push Mustafa Ali.
Do I want to know?
Nah, not right now. Not right now. Continue. It's a big one, so it's a way to have him have a stable. So I'm just like,
I feel like you got to
Retribution.
mention something,
No.
man. You don't want to keep the people in suspense.
nah. I'm gonna leave him on a cliffhanger. Leave it with that, and have him. We'll pack it up and go home for a little bit, and then we'll open up the can a little
You
later
gotta get
on.
people blue balls, man.
All right, moving
Gonna have
forward
to.
now to our next match of the night. It is for the Tag Team Championships. We
Let's
have
see.
the Usos versus the Brawling Brutes.
Usos, because this is another filler match for me. As much as I like both tag teams, it's a filler match, and we already know that the Usos are going to take it. So I'm going to go with the Usos. I think it's going to be a good showcase of teamwork and their tag team skills and in ring, and I think it's going to be entertaining. But ultimately, long term, I'm not really interested, I guess you could say. But I know that the stipulation will be the Usos taking it.
This match definitely needed to happen. I didn't watch SmackDown last night, but I know obviously what happens. I watch a lot of content creators and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
apparently last night before the Bloodline segment, it was I believe it was Jimmy Uso and Sami Zayn taking on Rich Holland and Butch. And
No.
Jay
It was
Jay
Solo
and
Sikoa and Sami
Yeah.
Zayn.
oh, so to go. But Jay pulled Sammy out of the ring, and it pretty much got them into an argument, and it cost them the match.
Yeah.
And that's when the whole segment happened or whatever. So I definitely understand why this match is happening, and I feel like it's gonna further this whole Jay and Sammy situation that's going on in the Bloodline.
I'm
You know,
loving it.
Sammy's gonna be out there.
No, he's
I've
not.
noticed something.
Oh, he's not.
He-
Oh yeah, I forgot he
he
doesn't.
won't.
I've
go to
noticed
Saudi
something.
Arabia.
I could definitely see Jay going on a singles run soon because have you noticed how chiseled this dude is getting by himself? This dude is building to like physically building to go on a solo run. I think he's gonna be exiled, so to speak, from the bloodline, and I think that's gonna start the tracks of Roman losing his titles and the whole bloodline being disbanded. I
wanna
think
know
that
what I
I
think?
think Jey Uso is going to be the way that happens, and then he's going to go on a solo run. I think this is going to. Oh, sorry, I just filled my pants a little bit thinking about that.
I think
Oh my god,
the
oh
further
chills.
the further this this storyline progresses,
It's getting interesting.
I think
Juicy,
Sami
juicy.
Zayn is gonna dismantle the bloodline from the inside.
He is,
out.
and I think eventually Jay's going to have something to do with some kind of architecture to help out
People
in a
have been-
way, even if it's like to get back at Roman for exiling him off the island.
Realistically,
are
the next
saying-
tag champs are going to be Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn.
people are
That is
saying-
good. Yep.
People are saying that.
Kevin
And then
Owens will come into the fold.
people are also saying you could have Sammy cost Roman one of the titles, and that'll separate the titles so they're not unified anymore.
Yep, dude, it could go a million different
I'm
fucking
telling
ways that I
you,
can believe.
This is what I keep saying, and I'm going to keep this one short because this is a predictions and not like
Yeah.
a whole extra or anything.
Yeah.
Sammy should be the one to get the title off of Roman. This could be a Mick Foley moment on
Nah.
Monday Night Raw in
Nah,
1999.
I don't think he's ready yet.
Nah.
He's the
not
most
ready.
over guy right now.
Nah.
Bro,
Nah.
if
Come
Brock
on.
Lesnar
Roman, nah.
can't even beat Roman,
Cody, I
nobody's
could
gonna
see it.
believe-
Roll
Roman,
up.
no.
1, 2, 3. That's all
No.
it takes.
No,
No.
no,
No. No.
it's not
Ugh.
happening. As much as I would love to see
Keep dreaming,
that,
Pony Boy.
No, it's
Unfortunately, it ain't gonna happen. And unfortunately, as much as
Alright,
I
I'm
would
gonna get
love
us
that
off
for
topic.
you,
I'm going to get us all
Now.
back on
Now.
topic.
Now.
Jay is better than Jimmy.
absolutely.
say
Oh my
that-
god, you used his mugshot, you fucking piece of shit.
I will
Oh my
say-
god.
I will say, if
Not
somebody
me,
like
the We Are Wrestling graphic designer used it, not me.
I will say, if somebody like Cody Rhodes ends up beating Roman, then I could see him dropping the title at some point to I don't even know what's so funny.
Oh my god.
Everybody has a mugshot.
Yeah, that was the We Are Wrestling graphic designer, not me.
Well, you need to fire his ass because the fucking Photoshop job sucks. I can't tell if Ben's just standing there or just frozen.
No, it was just funny.
He's
I
feeling
need a
oozy.
second. I'm feeling a new juicy, bro. Juicy.
That kind of looks like my mugshot.
No. It's him just whacked out. All right, so what we got next?
All right, back. Okay, so
So
with this match, we all know Usos are gonna
yeah,
win.
it's gonna be the Usos.
Yep.
And just keep giving me more Bloodline segments on SmackDown because I love them. They're the best.
Mm-hmm.
Sami Zayn, man, he's a fucking gem to this business. He went from fucking wrestling, the Jackass crew at WrestleMania to being a part of the fucking Bloodline. Bro, nobody
Dude.
expected him to have the kind of career that he's had in 2022.
Dude, Sami Zayn
Bounce
single-handedly proved that he could be a part of any storyline and play a critical character.
Yep, because we
Yeah.
all know he's one of the best professional wrestlers in that ring.
And fucking one of the best on the mic.
Bro, last night I flipped my fucking lid, man, when Jay was going off. He was like, I don't care what the tribal chief said.
Dude, I fell
Roman
off my
just was
chair.
like,
I fell
bro,
off my chair during that.
I lost
my
my
shit.
fucking mind, bro. I was
lost
like,
my
Jay.
shit.
I was like, Jay, you might want to fucking move to a different country, bro. You better get out of there.
All right, so we all agree that's going to be the
Yeah.
Usos.
Yeah, the Usos, obviously.
Jay's starting to revert a little bit.
That's
Yeah, he
right.
is.
You know why? Jay's better than Jimmy.
Forever.
Moving on now
I still
to
prefer
our
Jimmy.
next match of Crown Jewel. We have a steel cage match. Drew McIntyre versus Karrion Kross.
Oh my fucking god, give it to me. I'm gonna go with Karrion. 100%. The dude needs the fucking dub. He needs the push. He needs to start looking a little bit more relevant if he's gonna go after those titles. He already foreshadowed it during his
I
return.
feel like-
that's not gonna be for nothing.
With everything that's been going on storyline-wise and, Karrion Kross choking Drew McIntyre out, I feel like Drew McIntyre is going to win this match, and then Karrion Kross is going to win at, Survivor Series or whenever this feud ends up taking him. So that's what I think.
Yes, I think there's one more match that's going to happen after this one. We already saw Karrion Kross win the first one. McIntyre, I think, gets the second one. And then Survivor Series, Karrion Kross will be the one that closed the book.
Mm-hmm.
Unless
at Survivor Series, they beat the hell out of each other to the point neither one of them can get up to for a 10 count. Now, that would
Last
be
man
unexpected.
standing match?
That'd be
That's
unexpected.
perfect right there for Survivor Series. Danny,
You're onto something. You're onto something.
Danny is swinging.
Danny is the MVP of this episode, ladies and gentlemen.
And they both
He
beat
came
the
in
hell out of
swinging.
each other. So
He's
they
like, yo,
can't
the
get up
band's
and
back
hang
together.
out.
I gotta make sure my dick look extra plump.
Hey,
You
man,
got the highlight, bro.
Hey, there's not a motherfucker on this planet that can't say I don't know what I'm talking about when it comes to this wrestling shit.
I don't know. I've seen your toxicity on the internet. It's pretty disgusting. It's pretty disgusting.
I'll give
The
you
fuck out of people.
75%.
Notice that every
Yeah,
time that
75%.
fucking Danny's trolling people, me or Donnie end up hopping in and being like, "You toxic son of a bitch."
Hey, you agree with me?
He thinks
on the
we
last
can't
one.
see it. Well, yeah, I agreed with you in the last one, but still, your fucking toxicity is crazy. It's funny as fuck sometimes, though.
I find it
Oh my god.
hilarious. It's pure
And
entertainment.
it's even better and it's even more joyful when people actually agree with his trolling, and I'm like, my god, he's starting a cult single-handedly. The cult of Huckins.
I'm like fucking
The
Charles
cult of
Manson.
Huckins.
The cult of Huckins, bro. Huckins 6. Huckins 6, bro. Oh my god. Big Dick Johnson. Big Dick Johnson. Oh shit. That was great. I needed
The
that.
title is very fitting.
It is. It is very fitting. But
Yeah, so who do you got in this match? Because I definitely have to go with
I got Drew
on this
McIntyre,
one.
and then
I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with McIntyre, especially after everything you guys just elaborated on. Yeah, I'm gonna go with McIntyre, but I'm gonna say that Karrion's gonna put up a hell of a fight and
Oh,
almost
yeah.
win it, and then
Yeah.
last minute is gonna lose. But that's what is gonna further the feud for it to have him close
And
it
this
the way
is
he
gonna
wants
be
it to.
this is gonna be in a cage match, so it's not like Scarlett
me.
will be able to,
Just stand there in the corner and being like, "I got you," with the
Mhm.
little hourglass.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, all right. So McIntyre.
Yeah. So here now on to our main event for
Let's get it.
Crown Jewel.
Oh,
It is
God.
for the WWE Universal Championship. We have the Tribal Chief himself, the head of the table, Roman Reigns, versus the internet sensation, Logan Paul.
I actually want to talk about this genuinely. We already know the stipulation. It would be a hell of a fucking turnaround if Logan, by some means, took one of those titles. That'd be fucking... That would be mind-blowing. That'd be historical. We know that's not going to happen, though. I think, though, that this is going to make Logan look really fucking good, though. Especially the time that he's been spending lately in the ring at the Performance Center with Shawn Michaels, dude. Like, the dude is... getting ready for very big things in his wrestling career, and I'm very excited.
Did either one of you manage to check out the Impulsive podcast with Sean? Very, very, very good interview.
I've
I'd
only
watch
watched the little
I'll peep it
bits of
after this.
I still have to check it out.
Yeah.
I'll take a look at it after this.
Even if you just put it on while you're doing something else, just to listen to it, fantastic, bro.
Yeah, dude.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I'm on it, man. I love Sean. I love.
They talk.
I'm a fan of Logan Paul.
They
So.
talk about Logan's training. They talk about Sean's drug use. They talked about
Yeah.
the famous spot when Michaels broke his back and
I think that it's a very good thing for Logan in general, and I think him fucking up very badly back in the day with the
Suicide Force.
Yeah, in Japan, the Kigahara.
It really made him grow
It
up.
humbled him, and like if you look at his podcasts and his videos from beforehand to now, it's just he's a completely different person. Like
and I feel like
he's still got some Logan Paul in him, but like he's definitely a more nuanced Logan Paul, and I think that's very fair to say.
inspiring.
And I feel like
Seriously.
him
It's
being
great.
around
His character arc has been incredible.
him being around the kind of influences like Sean and Shane Helms,
All of these
Triple
guys that
H,
are veterans in
like,
the business, and they respect
you know.
him for putting in the work. Him and Bad Bunny are the MVPs
Nobody-
of the fucking celebrities.
Nobody can say that Logan Paul does not know how to fucking market himself. The dude is a very wise businessman.
Yes.
Like for
And the
his
dude is
age,
a brilliant content creator. He's my age.
He looks like he's fucking 30, bro.
He's my age, bro, and it's nuts to think the dude is fucking successful, and he's
he got
proving
the
it in the
Pokemon
ring.
cards, even more popular, and he got them finally like
It's
because
bro,
for a little bit it
yeah.
was stale, but then Logan Paul really like made cards in general go to a whole nother level now.
Mm-hmm.
where
He's
we're getting
popular, and
NFTs
he
and stuff.
fucking dude.
Absolutely
He knows how to fucking. He knows his entrepreneurship, bro. The dude is fucking. He's a genius in this industry. Genius.
And we all drink Prime, and I'm pretty sure we can all say that it's the nectar of the gods.
It is definitely the nectar of the gods. I bleed
It
some
is
prime,
pretty
man.
good.
Hashtag copyright Logan Paul. They do not pay us.
Sponsor us.
Hashtag
We're
sponsor
We're
us.
fans.
Please, we're big fans. 100%. Obviously, I think we all have Roman because of storyline purposes, and we got the bigger picture.
We all know
happening.
Roman Reigns gonna win.
But it's going to be an entertaining match. It's going to make Logan look good. I think he's going to earn Roman's respect as well. In retrospect, I think it's just going to be a very good and entertaining match because Logan Paul is super popular out in Saudi Arabia. So is Roman, obviously. So that's going to be. I think it's a match for the fans. It's a match for the fans, and the segments have been good. So I'm excited.
Look here, okay, but now I'm gonna.
I just hope he has more fucking gear except for just yellow. Jesus fuck! I hope he wears
know.
blue or some shit.
Look, here's what I gotta say though. The only thing I don't like about this match that I've been very critical about. He's only wrestled 2 matches. He shouldn't be going for a world title in his 3rd match.
Again, man, it's a
That's
feel
the only
good
thing.
match. For the
Besides
fans.
that, I'm excited for this match. I'm generally excited.
The thing about it, bro,
this is
is
going to be a good one.
as much as people may agree or disagree with me, the Saudi shows don't mean absolute shit. Like if the Prince wants to see something on the fucking card, it's gonna happen. That's the way I look at it. These shows don't mean nothing.
At least he has taste. At least he has taste because it's a pretty good card for what it is. At least he's got some good taste because he has some fan service matches in this card. So I will say that he's doing pretty good if that's what he wants. So
Plus, like Logan Paul,
This is not just a
having the
typical
kind of
episode
reach
Raw.
that he
no,
has,
it's not.
performing in Saudi Arabia as I mean, people used to look at Logan Paul as this wacky kid on the internet. The dude is like a
Crown jewel,
fucking,
bro.
like, celebrity right
Bro,
now.
yes.
You know what I mean?
He's been in literal episodes of SVU. I know. Like I'm just saying, man. Again, Crown Jewel is a fan service, just fun pay-per-view, and that's what this is supposed to be. So
It
I'm
doesn't
gonna
have
go.
really any real meat.
So in retrospect, we all got Roman, and
Yeah,
that's really all. That's all I have for this match, honestly.
But they have been teasing the last 2 weeks. You know how Logan Paul has this massive punch. You know what I mean? Because of his, boxing career and stuff like that. And we saw last week him knocking the hell out of Jey Uso because Jey Uso decided to get involved in, Logan's promo. And I feel like during this match, Logan Paul is like Roman's gonna go for the spear. Logan Paul's gonna bam knock him clean the fuck out.
Or they're
And
both
then
gonna
he's
knock
gonna-
each other with a Superman punch too.
He's gonna barely kick out, but he's gonna kick out before a 3 count, and people are gonna lose their shit thinking, "Oh my god,
Yeah.
Logan Paul almost fucking dethroned the Tribal Chief."
Yeah.
Something like that, I think, definitely could happen. Because Roman Reigns, like, the way they have been building it, he's really underestimating him. It's only been 2 matches. And then Paul even said it on SmackDown. My tribal chief, Brock Lesnar, won the UFC title in his 3rd match.
Yeah.
3rd fight.
Yeah.
But this is a little off topic, though, since we're talking about Logan Paul here. Just, a little quick one here, because tonight we have a boxing match. It's going to be Jake Paul versus Anderson Silva.
Yeah.
Just want to get a quick thoughts on it. Doesn't have to be anything in depth. What do you think's going to happen? 8 rounds.
Don't fucking care. Not a fan of Jake Paul. I think he's a cocky little asshole, and I don't fucking care. I hope this dude knocks the shit out of Jake Paul.
I want to say that Anderson Silva's gonna take it, and like I'm not like a boxing.
It's a
UFC
money
fan
thing,
or whatever.
man.
Definitely is. But I feel like whatever, like Jake Paul is gonna end up winning. Just knowing like how his fights usually go, and that's usually what happens. Although I think this is like one of the only legitimate fighters that he's actually wrestled or fought, rather. You know what I
Tyron
mean?
Woodley, he fought. He was a legitimate fighter.
Yeah, well, we saw how that ended up. But, I mean, Tyron Woodley, bro, I didn't know who the fuck the guy was until, he fought Jake. Anderson Silva, I don't watch the sport, and I fucking know him. You know what I mean? So
He's
there's
a
2
bad
different,
motherfucker.
I won't be watching it, but I'm definitely going to be keeping an eye on social media
Me
to see
too.
what
I'm
the
not
outcome
paying.
is.
I'm not paying for that fight. I think it's gonna be decision. Jake Paul.
Yeah, it's usually how it goes. But
Yeah.
I mean, regardless if you hate Jake or not, I mean, he's facing Anderson Silva
fighter.
tonight, and then on Saturday, Logan's going to Saudi Arabia to face Roman Reigns. Like, I mean, these 2 dudes are fucking living the dream, man. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. These
Hey,
they came from
We've
Ohio.
covered
They
that.
had a dream, and they went for it. So
Yep.
I
like
mean,
they
you
might
can't
be,
fucking
you
hate
might
on them.
consider them assholes, but you gotta respect the hustle,
Yeah.
especially if you're a
Definitely.
content creator, man. What they did,
They started doing this on this platform that we're using, and now they're fucking like
Inspirational.
definitely.
But guys, let us know in the comment section below some of your predictions for Crown Jewel. It is going to be happening next Saturday, so you guys definitely want to, stay tuned for that. Unfortunately, I will not be a part of the watch along next Saturday with, these 2 fine gentlemen. I'm going to be out in Rhode Island meeting some, wrestlers and going to this really cool Comic-Con. But if you guys enjoyed this predictions video, I know it's a little early from the pay-per-view. Card subject can always change, but we don't think so because Triple H actually knows how to book stuff. Smash that like button now. If you're not a We Are Wrestling Maniac yet already, subscribe, turn on the post notifications. Links down in the description below. Follow us on all of our social medias and other YouTube pages, all that down below. And of course, to all the We Are Wrestling Maniacs worldwide, the band's back together. And of course, you already know, we are taking over. Peace.